Welcome back to another video. Today I took one trade on Tesla, resulting in about almost a $40,000 day. This was a very simple trade and I executed very nicely. In this video, I'm going to show you how someone who's been trading for 7 years develops a pre-market game plan, live trades, executes the trades, along with the system and strategy that I trade on a daily basis. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Yeah, coming into today for myself personally, so overall the market SPY and QQQ both kind of opening up a little bit below previous day low. What I like is Apple is showing a lot of strength. So Apple above this previous day high level, which is around 278.95 or just above pre-market high within the first 5 minutes. That one does have strength. I like Tesla previous day low. This one, if it comes back for the retest of 399.27s and then shows that continuation move to the downside, that could be something we could be looking for as well. AMD also near previous day low. That one's consolidating a little bit. Same with NVIDIA. We'll see within the first 5 to 10 minutes which way the market wants to move for them. SNDK and MU both near previous day low. SNDK actually below previous day low, so they're a little bit more weak as well. Palantir right at previous day low, and then Google actually did have earnings. So Google had earnings and it's moving to the downside. It's opening up around minus 6% from yesterday. We'll see the pre-market low here on Google. Potentially a pre-market low retest on Google is in play, but once again, that's going to be based off the first 5 minutes of the market open. And then Amazon has earnings, I believe, tomorrow. So that's not something we can play right now. But yeah, well, let's keep an eye out for this potential Tesla previous day low retest, or right off the bat, Apple previous day high break and retest. But once again, Apple showing a little bit of weakness right into the open here. Apple dropping here. Let's see if Tesla can come back into this previous day low. Big drop here on Tesla right into your pre-market low. Pre-market low drop here on Tesla. Buyers stepping in on QQQ here. So buyers are stepping in QQQ 597.37. Tesla buyers stepping in here as well, right off 394.56, which is your pre-market low. Market's looking to kind of bounce here. QQQ bouncing back above your previous day lows. If we want to go short on the market, we need to see QQQ below 646. If we want to go long potentially on something like Apple, then of course this looks good. However, now Apple needs to show strength back above 277.40s at a minimum. Tesla is still bearish right at your previous day lows. This one was what we wanted to come into the day with. Let's see if we get weak price action near this level. Potentially, we can still look to enter if the QQQ wants to come back below 646. We can potentially look to enter Tesla here as well if sellers step in near this 400 level. Keep an eye out on this retest. Let's see if we can get weak price action here on Tesla. Keep an eye out on Tesla here. This is going to be where we want to see sellers stepping in. We can keep an eye out on the three. You can either look at the 397.50 puts or the 395 puts. I'm going to keep an eye out on the 395 puts here on Tesla, the 395 puts. Let's see if we can get some weak price action on Tesla, and let's see if QQQ can come back below this previous day low here. So far, Q's trying to hold previous day low. We need to see more weakness in Tesla as well. Trying to reclaim back below. We'll see if QQQ has the weakness to do that. Q's broke above previous day low, retested that previous day low for a move to the upside here. Now we're going to have to be a little bit more careful if we do want to go short. We're going to have to see Q's weak price action. No entry yet on anything, just because once again, Tesla's showing a little bit more stronger price action here as well now, back above previous day lows. So keep an eye out on Tesla as well here. So Tesla right now, technically one candle rule here on Tesla, which is your 935 candle. That's going to be the down close candle. Technically, you want to mark out the wick to the body of that. It's holding up, plus it's holding up its previous day low for Tesla, right? So this is what you want to see it hold for a move to the upside. This would technically be a break and retest for a move to the upside on Tesla. For me, though, what I'm looking at is not that specifically yet. For me, if I was looking for a long on Tesla, it needs to be back above high of day, and the 939 candle would be my one candle rule I'd be looking for more confirmation. But what I want to see is if Tesla can potentially even break back below this one candle rule around 398.50s, that reclaim entry with QQQ showing a little bit more weakness near resistance could be a potential good entry for a move to the downside. This would be more of a 5-minute setup here on Tesla as well. Once again, though, we'll need to see some weak price action at this level if we're interested. Keep an eye out on Tesla here. If it breaks back below, it's going to be the 395 puts here on Tesla, the 395 puts. Let's see the type of price action we get here on Tesla, the 395 puts. But once again, we need to see Q's and Tesla both show some weakness here. Yeah, so far Tesla, no entry, buyer stepping in. It's still technically holding that down close candle. We wanted the reclaim back below. Still holding that down close candle, the low of that candle at 935. We wanted the break of that. This is going to be the lowest risk, but once again, we need weak price action to confirm the entry. We got one big down close candle, but we didn't get the confirmation we were looking for there on Tesla. So no entry yet on Tesla. SPY pretty aggressive. Previous day high, previous day low retest. So SPY and QQQ moving the exact same today. Bigger buyers here on this Nvidia candle. Nvidia showing some buyers stepping in. QQQ is coming near resistance here, 604.57. This is going to be a key level of resistance on Qs. All right, so Q's kind of right at resistance here. Tesla still holding up. We'll keep an eye out on Tesla. If this one does want to show some weak price action, the key is weak price action on Tesla. That's the only way I'd look to take this. Once again, Q's is pushing to the upside, but the only reason we take this is QQQ rejection of this resistance of 604.57s, and then Tesla weak price action. Under this one candle rule is the only way I'd take that trade. We'll see if that does set up. But keep an eye out here on Tesla. If this one breaks below this down close candle with weak price action, I am interested in a low risk entry here on Tesla. You can basically just risk the top of basically 399.60s for a move all the way back down into low of day. But we need, once again, that strong price action for a move to the downside. I'd be interested in the 395 puts. We need to see SPY and QQQ show some weakness here. All right, Q's right at your resistance now, 604.57s. Market could show some weakness here with SPY as well. SPY kind of near your resistance area here as well, right at high of day. We'll see what SPY does here at high of day. Keep an eye out on Tesla. Keep an eye out on Tesla. We've been talking about this one all day today. A little bit of consolidation here, but now we're finally getting the reject on Qs. If Tesla shows weak price action under this one candle rule, we're just kind of consolidating near this previous day low here, right? 5 minutes still looks decent on Tesla for that move to the downside here. Keep an eye out on Tesla, the 395 puts. Yeah, Tesla, I took the 395 puts here as well. Took the 395 puts here on Tesla. Looking for low of day and continuation on this one. This one, once again, the stop here is low risk in terms of 399.27's break back above. What we'd like to see is just that break back below on Qs, and Tesla, you can have a pretty big move back down into your low of day level. We'll see what happens here on Tesla, but took the 395 puts here on Tesla. This one's more so based on the higher time frames here as well. So may consolidate a little bit, but once again, we'll see if we can get that weak price action. All right, let's see if we can get this weakness on Tesla. Yep, let's see if Tesla can continue this move back to the downside. We want to see low of day here on Tesla. QQQ, you'd like to see this break back below this kind of consolidation area here as well. Qs, you'd like to see the break back below this level, basically 602.25s for continuation. Nice break on Qs. Let's see if Tesla can pick up here. Break on Qs. Let's see if Tesla can pick up here. Qs pushing down. Let's see if we can break below previous day lows here now on Qs. If Qs breaks below previous day low, then this one has room down into, of course, your lows of 597.37 from today. And that should push Tesla as well for that continuation move to the downside. We'd like to see that big seller stepping in on Tesla here. We'd like to see big sellers stepping in on Tesla for continuation to the downside. Tesla 5-minute, nice reject off your previous day low. Let's see if we can get that break below previous lows here and pre-market low. That's going to be key. The pre-market low here is going to be key on Tesla. We need that break below now. Yep, Qs coming down into your previous day lows. This is what you want to see Qs break. You want to see Qs break your previous day low here. Qs coming into your previous lows here. Let's see if we can break back below on Qs. Tesla, I'd like to see the break below 394.56 here. Let's see if Tesla can have a big break. I'd like to see bigger sellers, like I said, stepping in here on Tesla. 5-minute does look good. We just need the 5-minute candle closure below pre-market low. Tesla, like I said, does look good for this continuation. We just need big sellers to step in. All right, Qs dropping below previous day lows here. Let's see if Qs can have that bigger push down. Tesla coming into your pre-market low here as well. So far, you can see some buyers. 10 o'clock candle here as well. This is the 10 o'clock candle. Let's see what happens here with Qs and SPY to really push either Tesla down or to see if any buyers step up near your previous lows. Let's see what happens on this 10 o'clock candle. For myself personally, I'm looking to take some off near that previous low here. Qs, next level, like I said, previous lows here. Tesla, we'd like to see reach this 392.90 level essentially. Yeah, for myself, I really want that previous low as a scale. So we'll see if Tesla can come back into this area. But I personally want that previous low as my scale, 392.90s. Overall market, QQQ obviously coming back down. We'd like to see QQQ 597.37s. Let's see if we can get this flush on Tesla back into your previous day lows here. Nice Tesla low of day here. I'm going to look to take some scales. It's my first scale points for myself. Tesla looking to scale. Nice trade on Tesla today. Nice. Took some scales there on Tesla. Yep. Tesla, super nice trade there. Let's see if we can get some continuation here. Qs, we still have our key level of 597.37s that Qs can hit. So Tesla does have some room. Next level I have on Tesla, 383.89s, which is actually very deep. So we'll see if it comes into that level, but 390s most likely, whole psychological number, right? 390s probably the next area. Super nice on Tesla. Was anyone able to get into Tesla here? Super nice trade on Tesla today. Let's see. Tesla. Yes, yes, yes. Tesla. Trade Tesla. Great trade. Tesla. Nice. Yeah, look at Tesla moving now. This one's moving super nicely to the downside. A lot of people were able to get into Tesla today. Yes, thank you for Tesla. Helped me out a lot. Yeah. This is my second scale on Tesla. I'm going to scale some here on Tesla. Second scale for myself here on Tesla. 390s is a key level with QQQ coming into its previous lows here. So I'm going to scale some here on Tesla. Yep. Q's right at your low of day level. This is the exact level that we were talking about. This is exactly where Q's support level was. Tesla, same thing, exact support level, 390s. You can see some buyers stepping in. This is exactly why we took our second scales here on Tesla. One scale for me at low of day, one scale at 390s. I'm going to try to look to hold the rest of the position back below into 383s if potentially QQQ does break. If Q's breaks, we could see a bigger move down on QQQ. If this one breaks back below 597s with weak price action. Yeah, Tesla now, key level on Tesla, just gonna be your one candle rule. So if Tesla does want to come back for the retest, it's essentially just gonna be your 5-minute low that you'd like to see Tesla hold up, right? Your 5-minute low plus your one candle rule, that 932 candle essentially, right? You'll understand exactly what we're looking at, but it's essentially the one candle rule, break below, retest of previous day low, one candle rule, reclaim, with weak price action. And now you can see Tesla breaking back below your previous lows here. 390 break here on Tesla with QQQ breaking 597.37s. Tesla, like I said, only key level I really have is 383.89s after this one. Yeah, for me now, I scaled a little bit more here. Only trailer position for me now. I have 20 contracts left on Tesla. I have 20 contracts left on Tesla, 20 contracts. These Tesla cons they're up 100% on the day on these Tesla contracts. So from where we entered to where they are right now, they're up over 100% on the Tesla contracts. So super, super nice move today. Yeah, Q's now 597.37 hold. That's going to be the key. And then Tesla, we just want to hold this 390.13 level for continuation to the downside. All right, let's do the trade breakdown for Tesla here. So yesterday we had a lot of weakness, and today the previous day low retest is what I was looking at for continuation to the downside, like I talked about in my pre-market session. We can see we came up into this level, buyers started stepping up, but what I then wanted to see was a break below this one candle rule. Now, originally I marked out the one candle rule right here, but then when I actually came back below, I realized it should be the full candle. That's why I drew out this white line that you guys saw in the live session. Once we broke below, entered in there with the reject of previous day low, stop loss at that previous day low, looking for continuation. More of a 5-minute setup today, executed on the 1 minute though. We then broke below, right? My first scales, previous lows right here. Super solid trade, big risk reward there as well. Then we got this 390 level, which you guys saw how I marked that out. I then scaled some more out here at around 1013s, just because it was showing a lot of weakness. It was either 1013s or 1012s. And then we had 381.89s. That would have been the final profit target. Unfortunately, we didn't hit it. Tesla came back above. I remained in this trade until we actually broke back above. We ended up breaking back above 1044, strong candle closure, ended up cutting that trade there. And that was a great cut for us because it actually ended up moving all the way back to the upside. And therefore we were able to get the biggest piece of this pie. So this was an absolutely fantastic trade for us. Remember, I've been trading for 7 years. I don't want you guys to think that trading is a get rich quick scheme. This took years of work to execute the strategy and the system you see today. But through these videos, I hope you learn the system and see how my emotions are during the trade. If this video helped you, make sure to leave it a like. If you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. If you want me to keep doing these live trading sessions, let me know in the comments down below and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another breakdown.